Okay, let's resume. No second act. It feels like second act is way shorter than first one, but maybe I'm mistaken.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
No, yeah. Probably first one was the longest. It feels so big. Well, audience. So, Dr. Shara at the gates of Caldium in the Caldium Bazaar. The Imperial Guard is controlling the Imperial Emperors of Caldium. If I am to free him, I will need the help of Ashara, leader of the Iron Wolves. Yeah, I thought that I already helped him, but looks like I just need to return. Yeah, I already helped him and save your Iron Wolves and defeated Magda. Damn, but we have a lot of things to say after return. Okay, let's see. Let's get some exposition. So about his fall.
How did your fall raise the dead? You were an angel.
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it.
Okay, but why? Well, mostly it's understandable why, because of the cutscene, but he didn't explain anything himself.
Caldium is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
I have heard it called the Jewel of the East.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery.
Interesting. So it's not just random city, it's actually a city focused on knowledge, sort of. But well, makes sense if it's a capital. So obviously Royal Library can be pretty big in theory. Okay, what about
I do
refugees?
not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
Suffering is what makes us human. You suffer, but you go on.
The human spirit never ceases to amaze me.
I wonder, was he always that talkative when he was angel, or did it change his mind, transform into human?
I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes, hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
So I already know that city is grabbed by Belial. Okay.
Have I ever told you that I knew Shen before he became part of our family here?
Shen?
Oh, he is such a sweet old fool. What a wild love we had for each other.
Wow.
He used to do the most surprising things, if you know what I mean. I could tell you stories that would curl your hair.
Please don't.
Yeah. What about who is Shen? There is no Shen. Who is Shen? There is no Shen. Why am I getting information about some Shen? Oh, jewelry. Yeah, obviously, I remember it should be jewelry. Because I played on release, but why is she talking about him right now? Or maybe because she, well, misunderstands the time? Because she can see the future part in there. That's anyway weird.
My people are shunned many places, but we were always welcomed in Caldeum. Something must be very wrong, that they won't even let their own people into the city now.
Something. You have the sight. Tell me what is wrong.
Is that any way to speak to me? And you don't need visions to see that Belial is in control of the city. The question is how.
So she can foresee it. Okay, then we need to find out, I suppose. What about others? She probably can tell me a lot. Or maybe not. She's from some kind of secret order to fight Belial over all primevals. She should know something about local territory. She was here for a reason.
How long have you been seeking me?
Well, it was not very easy to find you. I had to search for days. When I woke up alone, I did not know what had happened. I wrote about it a little. You may read more if you wish. I felt no fear when they sealed the tomb before me, only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried in sand. I have left everything behind. Only hope guides me now.
Yeah, she was doomed until the moment when she only be needed. Okay.
What was the world like 1500 years ago?
Beautiful cities towered up toward the heavens, but they were full of wickedness. The Vigerai ruled them with wills sharp as stone.
Who were the Vigerai?
A clan of mages, bound more by their lust for power than by blood. I see that their influence has waned in this age.
Was the Prophet one of them?
Oh no, he meant to punish the Vigerai. They were the first to summon demons into this land.
Oh. Interesting. But wait a second. Summon demons, but demons knew about this world. Did they not? Well...
Is this all as the Prophet foretold?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
You mean the angel, Tyrael?
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
Why is that? He is only here to aid us.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile.
Yeah, it was a grand gesture, that's for sure.
I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
Blind faith is worthless. If you want to honor your order, confront your past. Prove they saved you.
I wouldn't know how to begin. How do I seek memories that have been taken from me?
I do not know. My past is burned into me, and I could never forget it.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order.
Still not sure what he wanna do, but okay. Let him be. And even Blacksmith have something to say.
Did you meet your wife here?
It's actually quite a tale. We met in a town not far from here on the outskirts of Curast. She was... well, you're not going to believe it. She was locked in a cage.
Oh.
Your wife was a
slave.
criminal?
No. They were going to burn her
Oh.
as a witch.
A witch?
You wed a witch?
Let's talk about this another time.
Interesting. Okay. Let's maybe explain how he can do what he can do. Because he making obviously pretty magical weapons. Well, Griswold even told me that he can do it. But still. Oh, do I have anything better? This one give me Chris Hammer of the Ancients. Physical resistance. Yeah, just comparing this property. Increased Hammer of the Ancients, damaged by 13%. System Sound deals 486%. And the same I have item for Hammer. So it's like 30 times stronger property. Yeah? This one is useless. But this helmet giving me a lot of health. Strength, so why not use it? This one also better. So the string. 100 string. They'll be using better, yeah. What about the second ring? The sound string. 1 string, 3, 6 damage. Like speed increased. Well, critical hit chance more, so it's a little bit better. Okay, let's make some fashion because this looks ridiculous. More variants now. This one doesn't look that bad. Why not? No, this one first without any blades or something. And this one also armored kinda. They're all so huge. It's very strange. Oh. Any variant will do, probably. Oh, finally some plate counters, but this stuff, right? But actually it was already. She looks so funny with this. So disproportional. This one also armored. Kinda fine if not the spikes. For normal proportions I need something bigger, yeah. Why is it so spiky? Everything's so damn spiky. Feels so weird. Okay, and let it be a day. Yeah, it's already covered. It really would be nice to have option to dye full sand. Makes sense to use it. Logically. Okay, now she looks strange, but well, armored at least. Not like a barbarian, that's good. Can I craft a better weapon to do even more damage? Probably not, but I don't remember. Highest usable. Yeah, it's way better than what I can craft. It was already like a weapon. I will improve it by the Javel.
Look at the size of that barbarian. It is no wonder she was able to beat those damned cultists in Arcanus.
I can't believe anyone could have survived that out there, let alone defeat those monsters.
I know, but she did it.
Oh, she's really huge in comparison with knockouts.
Is that you? What happened?
Thieving peasants. They came while I was sleeping, pinned me down, and cut off my robes and jewelry.
I'm so sorry, my friend. Come, stay with me. I am sharing a tent with a fine and generous family.
Oh no, I'm staying where the guards are. You wait and see. That peasant family is going to slit your throat and rob your corpse.
No guarantee, but yeah, it's possible.
We paid tribute to the Emperor for years. He cannot treat us like this.
Well, looks like he can.
Captain Ravan, the conditions out here are deplorable. Something must be done to aid these people.
There must have been some mistake. I am a favored member of the Emperor's court.
Ashira,
The Emperor and my friend are in grave danger. I must gain entry into the palace.
I heard what you did at Qasim Outpost in Alcanus. You have my thanks, and you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this woman has vital information regarding the massacre in the borderlands. We must see the Emperor at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass!
We need to be within the safety of the city walls!
Well, we'll see. What's going on inside?
Let's go. I'll lead you to the palace.
Just like this?
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in Alcanus.
What?
Do not believe those lies. Alcarnus was the work of Magda and her coven, who served Belial.
You are innocent. Then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in!
No, she failed. Well, it will be hard to explain.
Let me go! I detest violence. Gods, I leave this matter in your hands.
The cookie boy. I'll call my boys. His boys versus my boys.
I knew you'd come for me. Let us leave before
My
more
boys
guards
better.
arrive.
Damn, they're even bigger than... Oh, yeah, just need to go back. Okay.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there.
No, okay.
Still recharging.
These demons are blocking our way. We must destroy their summoning construct.
Sounds like it's hard to do.
No way.
Damn, it's so easy.
There has to be a way into the sewers from here. This leads to the sewers. I found my mother Adria. She's alive. But the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We will find her.
Interesting.
So Magda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive. I always knew it.
But you never knew her. Be wary, Leah. Things are not as they seem sometimes.
Exactly.
Oh, no, you don't.
Pile of trash.
The Accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through Kyrgyzstan centuries ago. The infected watched in terror as their flesh blackened and died. The strongest medicines could not stop the decay. Eventually, they fell into a dormant state, and their bodies were piled up in dark and forgotten places where they could rest undisturbed.
Oh.
They escaped into the sewers! Summon!
Okay. I thought I need to use two of this. But one skill is enough.
Awfully big rats in here, eh? They probably eat better than we do.
My exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue, but only to a point. Remember what happened with the Vizier's assistant? It was a pleasurable time, I admit. But the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
The sailor. Who is the sailor even? No, obviously he's talking about Adrian. As I expected, this is the main round. I just don't want to miss anything else.
Adria should be up here. This is the first time a girl's ever asked me to meet her mother.
It never goes that far.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone! We know of the 3 that the Horadrim used to trap the primevals. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone!
Seize them!
So she actually trying to tell something. It didn't go well though.
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling, I've watched over you all your life, but I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
It is not safe here. Let's move.
Hey lady, I got some new things. You should take a look.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Horadric texts, only 2 evils remain. Belial is here in Caldeum, and Asmodan has yet to reveal himself.
So we just need to smash them. And one is not far away. That's pretty good.
I heard that you were there 20 years ago, when Mount Ariat was destroyed.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
And my homeland with it.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Ariat's destruction was regrettable. And, believe me, I paid a high cost as well.
So the whole area was destroyed, damn. Okay, that's not. I thought it was just, well, taco destruction? No, it's pretty big. But better than the whole world, I suppose.
What became of you after you destroyed the World Stone?
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the high heavens.
Were you welcomed as a hero?
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell.
That's not... Heaven was doomed. That's very unclear. What about heaven was doomed? It would be cool to ask more questions. What happened with heaven? Yeah, I have a lot to say.
I may look small, but I'll hurt you if you try to steal from me.
Okay, I will not. Oh, damn.
Those you've chosen to fight alongside you are an interesting bunch. Children after my own heart, flawed in such interesting ways. Irena is quite vivacious for one with such a burden, don't you think? Cormac certainly does. He'd best keep his vows in mind, or maybe he shouldn't. And you, Lyndon, you can warm my bed any night. You remind me of my second husband. He was quite the devil as well.
He probably would disagree.
This Adria, I sense dark things about her. She is not averse to using whatever means necessary to destroy Asmodan and Belial. She will use the Black Soulstone, no matter what the cost.
She is right. The demon lords must die.
Some costs may prove too high, even for you.
Well, until we know it, what else can be done?
I worry about Leah. How is she?
Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. She just needs someone looking out for her.
Well, I would definitely check it.
This Zoltan Kuhl sounds like an untrustworthy fellow. You
Zoltan?
don't have your head separated from your body for no good reason.
We need him to get the Soul Stone.
Really?
Well, if you must. But I don't trust any of those ancient sorcerer types. Always up to no good.
That's weird. The order how it was done. His belongings, by the way.
After all this time, my mother is alive. I couldn't be happier, and yet it's still hard to accept that she never sent word to me or Uncle Deckard. She said that she wanted to keep me safe, but I just wish I'd known. Well, at least I have her now.
Interesting.
Do you regret abandoning Leah?
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our salvation. It was the sacrifice that I had to make. In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have things to do?
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his Horadrim texts and the varied arcana I'd collected during my travels.
Had you seen him since then?
Only from afar. From time to time our paths would cross, and I would catch glimpses of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
How did the Imperial Guard find you?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kuhl's head, and the guards found me.
Who is Zoltan Kuhl?
The guards were asking you about this Black Soul Stone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes, he was a renegade Horadrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the Soul Stone. His head was sealed away in the Dulgar Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the Soul Stone to defeat Belial and Asmodan, Zoltan Kuhl must live again.
Zoltan Kuhl?
We rescued Leah's mother, the witch Adria. She told us of the Black Soul Stone. An artifact that could destroy evil forever. Of all mortals, I have been given the task of retrieving it.
Well, for a reason. Oh, Barbarian is never name after all.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kuhl by the Horadrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return.
Do we really need his help? After all, you may know a lot, but, well, it sounds dangerous.
I don't like dealing with Kuhl any better than you do, but I see no other way. If Adria says we must, then we must. Uncle Deckard trusted her, and so will I.
Zoltan Kuhl, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
Tyrael said that Zoltan Kuhl could not be trusted. Is it wise to ignore the word of an angel?
It will be dangerous, but you have faced great peril before. If Belial and Azmodan invade, you will have much more to worry about than a dismembered wizard.
I have a point.
300 years ago, I selected Kuhl and 6 others to form the Horadrim.
Oh.
He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt evil.
Why did the Horadrim kill Zoltan Kuhl?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons. The Horadrim had no choice but to slay him. The Order never recovered.
So he was one of the main first Horadrims. Interesting. Now let's go somewhere.
I remember when Caldeum was the
Why it was stopped? I was so close to listen. It's all stopped. What the hell?
disgusting. I've seen that woman going in and out of the sewers.
You never can tell with those types.
Wow.
Ugh, what a stench. That's not you, is it? It's certainly not me. Do you ever doubt your choices?
Never.
Things never seem to turn out like I hope they will.
There is always choice.
Try living in the slums before you lecture me.
Perhaps.
Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
Now, wait a second, Emperor?
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's guards are constantly watching me.
Emperor Hakan.
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the oasis. I can open this gate for you.
I could just smash them, I suppose.
How did this all happen?
There's little I can do. Between my advisors and the Imperial Guard, my every move and action are controlled. I have tried to fight back, but Belial's influence is strong. But now you've given me a chance. Perhaps my only chance.
You managed to slip away from them.
How can you aid me?
You're here to kill Belial, aren't you? I can help.
You are a child.
I can still fight in my own way. I want my empire back. I will find where Belial is hiding and deliver him to you.
Sounds strange, but okay.
Why should I trust you? You tried to kill us.
I told you it was not my choice. My every move is controlled and I am surrounded by enemies. But I swear to you, I will help you. I will prove it to you.
By how? Oh, it's so suspicious.
Do you have any other family?
My brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
Is he also a thief?
No, he was a member of the city guard.
That seems odd.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is.
Looks like I was safe here. Pretty
not enough
serious story. It's quite nice. Not just jokes or something.
Need more time.
Flawless Romeo. Oh, so this one is flawless. Looks very different in comparison with Diablo 2.
Does this smell bother you?
Not terribly.
You are used to it then.
Never smelled a den of thieves, have you?
Andariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
So she wasn't just a weak demon? She actually decided to help Diablo. Some hope for their success. And failed.
Not so bad out here, is it?
All buttons and sewers, I suppose.
Duriel is the twin of Andariel. I believe that they conspired together to assist Diablo in releasing Mephisto and Baal, though they had both supported the lesser evils in the past. The Lord of Pain was found guarding Baal's prison, the tomb of Tal Rasha, when he was slain by heroes.
So it's the twin of Andariel. Okay, that makes sense. Andariel, Durin.
It is easy to focus on the dangerous foes one may encounter on the ground, but the Bloodhawks rule the skies with terrible ferocity. These crimson-winged birds will wait until their prey is at a disadvantage, then swoop down to attack. Watch for their shadows on the nearby terrain, and be prepared to flee quickly.
It was called Bloodhawk, I suppose.
To those who doubt my achievements in research, I present my findings on the Dune Dervish. It took me many years to find the truth of these strange, deadly figures. But my sources indicate that they are the cursed remains of mages who summoned a demon far beyond their power to control.
Yeah, probably randomly there can be some additional entrances. But not this time. Aurora didn't make this driven with mercenary. Like he is well, he is not really a mercenary, but anyway. Such talking to a sidekick is interesting. feels like a road movie or something like this. Just nice small dynamics from time to time. Hopefully in Diablo 4 will be something like this. I didn't see any companions. It would be actually cool. Hopefully they will be more useful. I would be fine if he would shoot really slow and bad, but with normal damage. That's why he didn't do any damage to them. That's weird. When they pretend to attack them and it looks, I don't know, looks bad.
A good shot!
Oh, I didn't see a good shot.
How tastes your fear?
So times that I cannot one-shot them with charge. And if it was possible with many other enemies. This big devil can really tough.
I will not be denied.
But so the world's going slow today, for now at least. I didn't encounter many unique enemies.
Someone help!
Oh.
I can't.
Yes, you can. It's gonna merchant.
Oh, thank you. I thought I was a dead man. I pick up garbage from the aqueduct so it doesn't ruin our water supply. Doesn't pay well, but I find plenty to sell. Have a look.
Oh, this crafting don't make no sense. Is there anything else here? All the merchants are absolutely useless. Or maybe not. It's actually possible to spend gold to buy these items to get probably items for crafting from them. By dismantling them. That's the only reason I can see for now.
This is interesting.
Overwhelm the enemy and seize her companions. There is a witch among them, and another, a girl. Bring them to me along with the Black Soul Stone. They will be searching for the head of Zoltun Kuul. Scour the oasis for it. Some old sorcery lingers on the skull, and it must be mine.
But who is this guy? I'm finding some orders, but nothing else. Also, his head should be in the strings. Okay, let's see what about skills. New 6 mix them. Expand all remain fury to cause the ground to shatter after the initial strike. Damage an enemies in the area for 15% weapon damage for every point of fury expanded as physical every 2 seconds. Oh, that's a lot of damage, but I don't need it. It will be overkill. Warcry. Charge. Increase fury charge. First 5 seconds gain additional armor. I don't need additional armor, but 50 fury? Damn. That's a lot. It's pretty nice. So the Berserker. The Eternals of Berserker deals 3 sounds weapon damage as fire to owners within 15 yards. That's pretty cool. It will be one shot, but boys are still stronger, so there's no point of using it. Charge, no revenge. Damage to 700, that's fire. Well, that's a lot of damage, but I don't have resistance for now. New passive though. There's some of the shots. Damage from maximum fury. Not always have maximum fury. Sometimes it's good. It's alternative. No escape. Increase the damage of weapon throw. Seismic slum, ancient spare, and avalanche by 30% against enemies more than 15 yards away. So for range and beyond. Oh, I don't really need it. Hunter journal.
We are in agreement. Kul, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the stones and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and hell. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us all.
Only the most talented mages can summon skeletal guardians. It takes great power to form these tall, slim constructs from their unstable reagents, and even more power to sustain them. In the hands of a master, however, the guardians can become powerful weapons capable of defending their posts until the end of time.
During the Mage Clan Wars, the Viserai summoned giant demons to guard their estates. After years of patrolling the desert sands, the demons' hides became thick as stone and caked with grit. In the end, they have outlived their masters. Now, only the glowing runes on their skulls belie their true origins.
Okay, but there should be more enemies.
During the
Sun Dweller, Dust Imp.
Not all dangerous demons are large and imposing. The Dust Imps are little more than children in size, but they possess the cunning and bloodlust of far larger creatures. They take cover in the shadows, emerging only when viable prey wanders too close. Then they ambush, leaving little more than bones behind them.
Distance and weather. Yeah, it's about big guys, I suppose.
You cannot stand before me.
Finally, this is interesting.
They have something like a shield to save them. It was so easy to find it. It's just grand.
We set out in 1 week's time into the desolate sands to search for Kul's hidden archives. None of us have any idea what to expect. How far has Kul's madness driven him? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not too late.
Do you think there's a crown on that head by chance?
No.
A nice, shiny amulet, then?
No.
Oh, come on, an earring?
Stop it.
True scoundrel. And Caden is far away from the scoundrel.
Water to the aqueducts! Lord Belial demands!
I don't care what Lord Belial demands. It's aqueducts. I don't even need aqueducts for now. I believe I need to return to camp to talk about this.
I need to go back.
Let's go back then.
Hey lady, I got some new things. You should take a look.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve. Ah! Leah, are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
I'm
She's
sorry to
even.
push you like this, but it will all be for the best in the end.
I know.
Yeah, she's kind of sorcerer.
It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I taught you.
Whoa.
I live again.
Zoltan Kuhl. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last two Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life. Tyrael.
Now it's commanded
I
again.
am, but now mortal.
Fate is whimsical.
Okay. Sounds pretty amusing.
I will give you the Black Soul Stone, but in exchange, I must be made whole once again.
You were treacherous before. How do I know you won't be an even greater threat once you've been fully revived?
You don't. So you must ask yourself, how much would you risk to save this wretched world?
Everything.
That's not smart.
So be it. To begin, you will need to retrieve my blood from the dungeons where it has been hidden away. You will find them in the desolate sands beyond the aqueducts.
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Cool's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
You know there's something wrong when even I'm getting a bad feeling about it.
Well,
After surviving the devastation in Tristram all those years ago, I swore vengeance upon Diablo and his ilk. I've sacrificed everything for it. This is my path, and I will follow it through to its bloody end.
damn.
Leah admires you greatly.
She has a kind heart.
Is that not what you hoped for?
Kindness will not help us survive in these dark times.
Well, kindness always helps. Well, at some point.
The Lord of Lies is cunning. He wears many masks to hide his shifting nature from us. But we will have an advantage over him. The Black Soul Stone. Belial fears its power, for Soul Stones have bested his siblings in the past, and he could be imprisoned as well.
Yeah, he should be afraid of it for sure.
Have you met Belial in combat before?
Not openly. He was never one to lead an army, always in the shadows, much like his mentor Mephisto. He wields intrigue and artifice as proficiently as you wield your weapons.
Mephisto is his mentor. Well, we'll see. What about this door?
You are a bit odd at times.
It is merely the consequence of seeing that which is not readily visible. I have accepted it.
I meant no ill will. I enjoy your company.
Then you have my thanks. Although, perhaps you are right. I feel as though part of me still sleeps in a faraway realm.
Time may change your feelings.
That would be nice. But the feeling I have indicates that it is more unpleasant and complicated than that.
Oh, these two other guys are pretty boring, actually. Not even close to scoundrel.
Where are these sisters you spoke of?
They should have awakened as well, but their mission has already ended.
How?
I sought out the closest two before I met you. They lay dead and mutilated in their chambers. The others are some distance away. I fear the worst.
Who could have killed them?
There were traces of demonic magic upon their wounds. But surely the Prophet could have protected them. Where has he gone?
Maybe also mutilated. Oh well, shit happens.
Tell me more about your wife.
I broke her out in the middle of the night and we escaped. They didn't chase us far. I guess they were glad to see her go.
Not many care for witches.
She wasn't a witch. She was a mystic. Though we didn't find that out for a time. Not until we started traveling with the Vetchin wagon train. But that's a story for another time.
It's just small portions. With more string. Don't really need toughness, but just a couple percent, it's not really worth it. To change appearance and all the stuff. It's kinda better, let's keep it for now. Maybe it's worth to change. That's vitality, but I don't really need vitality. I'm getting resistances, so it's good. Still the same, nothing really new. I need more level ups.